Hi, Shufei. I feel like today we might have like a very principal figurehead in our show.
Oh, it's something that we need in this podcast.
I know, it's something that we need in this company as well. But okay. She's very famous. Before we introduce you to our guest today, let's just say I'm kind of shaking right now because I'm pretty sure she'll have a lot of questions based on my company. She already did off the microphone. She asked me so many questions already. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, today it's all about human resource. That's the hint.
Am I supposed to react? The principal figurehead?
See, this is what happens when we don't give headphones to our guests. It's like complete silence. Actually, there was an intro music just now. That's why.
There's an intro music.
Yeah, but it's completely fine. It's completely fine.
Huh? Like a green screen, but sound.
You've already heard her over the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, she's known as AuntyHR. A big round of applause, everybody. Yay! And can you please tell everybody what your Instagram handle is?
Professional Bimbo.
I looked at that. That caught my attention first, Yes. I mean, scroll. Hey, Professional Bimbo. And then after that, she was doing her makeup. And after that, she was talking about human resource issues, company issues. And straight away, my wife and myself were instantly hooked because we are business owners. I have to say this, by the way. My wife tells me, she asked me to tell you that you are her idol.
Oh, yeah. What does she do?
She runs the business together with me.
Like true family business.
Yeah, kind of. Technically, she's my boss lah, in a way. In all ways, shape or form. Yeah.
I understand that feeling.
So, okay, look, like we all know a lot of you're very famous for giving a lot of insights or inputs or advice based on HR, the working force and stuff like that. But
corporate experience.
Corporate experiences.
Yes.
And you've been doing this for over 20 years experience in the corporate world.
Yes, that's right.
So you were doing, obviously, this is a very obvious question, but you were obviously working in the human resources department lah.
I was in the last 7 years, yes, I was. I am in the workforce solutions industry.
Oh.
Okay.
For 20 years.
Oh, wow.
In layman terms, recruitment agency.
Okay.
Outsource.
Outsource, yes. In Malaysia, we are also known as outsource. If you very fancy in Europe, Singapore, employer on record, EOR.
Wow. Okay.
In Malaysia, can be known as staffing or outsourcing. So I was in operations.
Okay.
For like 12, 13 years before they transferred me to back office to support HR.
Oh, wow.
So that's why I'm a very different HR, very business operations kind of HR.
Okay.
Not like your typical one, always sitting at the back, calculating payroll, no.
But isn't HR like the department of the company that everybody is, number one, afraid of, number two, hate?
I don't deny that.
Oh.
Now I don't deny that.
You know why I asked in the last case? So obviously all of us, okay, maybe not Shufei. All of us used to work in a corporate company at some point of time. I did. I started my career in a corporate company in Astro lah, okay? So and obviously we don't come across with we don't cross paths with HR unless it's like, okay, number one, you're signing a employment contract. Number two, when it comes to your appraisal and you want to ask about a lot of things like your raise, your bonus, or can I have a raise because I think I perform good? And most of the time, whatever you want to ask when it's pertaining to money, right? The bosses, managers, or anyone will always use HR as the bad people. Sorry lah, HR say this, HR say that, HR say cannot. According to the HR regulation, this cannot. I asked for $100 raise, cannot, because based on the HR rule book, cannot. And I'm like, okay lah.
So they play like good cop, bad cop lah. They have to be the bad cop.
Yeah, kind of. Like, no, the managers are the good cops, but the HR are the bad people. Yeah.
Your managers also sound like someone who like to tai chi responsibility.
Well, isn't that a Malaysian?
Because HR does not have that power. Who owns the budget in the company?
The bosses are.
Exactly. How in the world HR has a right to say yes or no?
True.
HR is the custodian of policies. They are there to remind you there is such policy in place. But I worked in corporate for 2 decades now. If a boss wants to make an exception, They will.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's true.
Nothing to do with HR, okay?
Okay.
Pandai je dia simpan HR atas meja.
Yeah. So I hope I've answered that question. I would just tell my younger self, hey, you stupid lah, you. Why you believe your manager?
But you were a radio announcer kan back then.
Yeah. No. So
Employee ah.
yeah. So okay. Before I became a radio announcer, I was working marketing. So I was their marketing and promotion side. So all the script that you hear on radio, all the advertisement, everything, all I write one. So I apologize if you found them very annoying. But that's the only way. That's the only way we make money, what?
Okay lah tu. I remember you in the very beginning of time. A YouTuber.
Sounds Asian.
Okay.
Like an OG one.
Oh, yes. So how did you? Okay, so you've been working in the HR back end for almost 7 years, and then
Yes.
are you currently still tied with the company, or are you currently doing your own thing, which is your media platform?
I left my company in June 2023.
Oh wow, okay,
Oh, okay.
congratulations! Come on, a big round of applause for that! Yeah, 2 years unemployed so far.
That's right. That is correct. When you guys are a freelancer or you are self-employed, when a recruiter look at your resume, they consider you as unemployed. It's correct.
Okay.
correct.
But I'm assuming the reason why you left the corporate world is because you kind of founded something that, hey, this is kind of interesting, which is the media platform lah.
I'm glad that you say that. That's true.
Yeah.
I saw there was an opportunity to pivot my career, so I took it.
Oh, but okay. So I'll give you an example. Some people, like say me, okay, I was working a desk job, but the only reason why I pivoted to like say YouTube is because I tried and it's like, hey, you can that you don't realize. So was that like that for you? You know, you tried something, then suddenly blow up. Okay, why not I try? Oh, you like that lah.
Just like
okay.
everybody here, they ended up here by accident.
Oh, okay. Actually, most of them who ended up here, right? Okay, like say one of my producers, her name is Jeannie. So she produces my commercials and all the shows. She used to intern with us, and then through internship, right, you realize, wow, this girl very good. Or
by accident lah tu.
by accident, is it? Okay.
She just so happened stumbled into here, right?
No, she wanted to be here.
She wanted to be here.
But she didn't join me for 2 years yet. She went to another industry now that she came back. But then again, that's another good question to ask. So when you stumbled across, what made you want to basically kind of like venture into this line of giving out advice about HR and stuff like that?
It's something new. I think it's
Is it
something
because
new.
you created something that went viral?
It started off like that, but I think it's also something easy for me.
Okay.
You see, most of the videos you see I post online, you will see a particular sticker there live
Yep.
because they were all recorded live.
Yeah.
It's just I go live, then people will come in, they will start asking me questions.
Yeah.
On a good night, I have like 600-700 people, and people will just
Wow.
pong, ask questions, so I answer as I go.
Yeah.
If I feel my jawapan is sangat mantap, then I will clip it out and post.
Did you do that? Do you did it all on your own?
Yes.
Wow.
One woman show.
Wow. But that's how it starts, right?
Yes, it's how it all starts. Of course, I have a PA lah that help with the lighting, all semua kat belakang.
Yeah, and most of your advice is when you're doing makeup. So how much makeup you use lah per year?
It's only recently.
Okay.
It's only for the past since December you see me putting on makeup. Before that it's all talking heads. Because I have a young producer. This is when people have troubles. They will complain about working with the Gen Beta Alpha, very difficult, right? Yeah. So I have a Gen Z producer. She's turning 26 this year.
Okay.
So she came up with the idea. She said, Auntie, why don't we try you get ready with me while you give out advice on my YouTube show. YouTube is so hard, okay? This long form thing is so hard.
Yeah, it is.
We've been trying for months. We say, let's try this. But in order for me to shoot live on YouTube, I need practice.
Right.
So that's how I started practicing go live on Instagram while putting on my makeup. And since my jawapan very mantap, I clip and post lah. And it's I realized it opened up a new market for me.
Yeah.
People like, because people are so sick of my, not to say sick lah, they probably bored with my talking head for 1.5 years. So with me sitting down there putting on makeup is something different.
Yeah. And for me is what I found refreshing going through all of your content, right? Nobody ever came out to speak from the point of an HR it's always, and that's why like for me, right, I keep thinking that HR is always the principal, they're the gatekeepers. They are the people who say no, they are the people who no, they are the people who fire you, they are the people who hire you.
Yes. Actually, what you said is true. There are people who no to the boss. Because normally boss think they are God, right? They can do everything.
Yes.
But HR will be there and say no. There are rules and regulations you need to follow.
Is there like a specific basic handbook that every company needs to kind of be obligated to follow when it comes to human resources wise?
Your most basic one is Employment Act.
Okay.
When you are in Semenanjung, Malaysia. Sabah is Sabah Labour Ordinance. Sarawak is Sarawak Labour Ordinance. Our country is very divided like that when it comes to labour laws.
So
You're talking about employee handbook. It's not a mandatory document.
So the employee handbook can be a book that I can put everything in there about the company and you follow, right?
Yes, that is right. However, in the Employment Act, in Section 7, it does state that if anything you put out is less favorable compared to the Employment Act, the Employment Act will override.
Right.
So you can write up a shitty contract. Like for example, you can only have 10 MC per year.
Wow.
The law says minimum 14. The person can sign and agree, but the act will override. It doesn't hold any water. That is HR talk.
These are things that people won't know because as a person who used to look for a job,
Yes.
you're at the mercy of the person wanting you, ma.
Yes.
You're always going there and you're always praying, I hope they pay me 3 million per year, 3 million per year. So, our offer is 2.5. In your head, you'll be like, so low only. Then your mom come up, okay, I'll take the job. You know,
That is when you're desperate.
Yeah, I know.
I think they scared like they don't get the job, so they settle.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when is the best time to look for a job? It's when you are not looking for a job.
Oh, really?
Yes. I always believe you should live at your peak.
Oh,
It
okay.
gives you more negotiating power. Right? When you are desperate, anything will look better than your current situation. The problem with people normally they will only start updating their resume, kelam kabut nak pergi cari kerja when they are feeling unhappy with their boss,
Makes
when they
sense.
complain about this, complain about that, right? But can you imagine if you are someone who is quite comfortable where you are,
Yep.
right? An offer comes and it's not better than your current situation, just say no je lah. Because you're not desperate. But when you are at your bottom stage, so low, any shit would look like good shit. You get what I mean or not?
That's pretty true.
The producer keeps sending me and says, I need to adjust your mic because you're spitting out good facts. So we must make sure that the good facts get captured by the microphone properly. Okay. She keeps showing me the screen like, adjust mic. Okay.
Oh,
good.
yes. This is called a directional mic.
Directional mic.
I'm supposed to hold it like the singers kind.
Yeah.
I'm working late because I'm in an influencer.
But actually, you're very right but then again, we were always brought up by our Asian parents. The minute you graduate, find job. You have that pressure, you know what I mean? So that's why, like for me,
Is it
yeah.
That is during your age lah, not now lah, darling.
Now it's a little bit
you
different.
say it's okay, boy. You sit at home, use mommy's car. It's okay.
No, but
There are some people behind there that disagree.
but now I feel like a lot of Gen Zs, right? They job hop a lot.
Yeah.
They don't like stay loyal to one company. Can
you define loyal?
Like, like our generation, not our generation, like my parents' generation, usually when they find a job, they will stay in that company for years, like decades.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even my parents, right, they've been like in their companies for like, ever since they started working, Yeah, but then now, right, I see a lot of youngsters, like they will just change jobs or like change companies whenever they feel like, I can.
Which I think is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about company loyalty? Should one individual be really, really loyal to a company? I know the answer to
I
that.
posted this video recently, which had very good response. This is a true story. At one point of my career, I was not doing too well. I have stayed in the company for 10 years. So I did question, don't you guys value my loyalty? Then I was told this, if I wanted loyalty, I would have gone to look for a dog.
Oh yeah, I saw that video.
It's a true story. I was being told that. So,
But what was their purpose of answering you like that?
because
Were they trying to be nice to you?
No. I think what the boss are trying to say that, although I'm not going to name which boss.
Okay. Where's he from? Where's she from? Guy, girl.
We should maintain gender neutral.
Okay, gender neutral. Okay.
But I think what he wanted to tell me was, we are only as good as our last performance. It doesn't matter whether you are in the company for 10, 15 years.
Yes.
If you are not performing, it means you are not performing. And from legal point of view, from industrial law point of view, right, there were a lot of court cases that says that actually the longer you are in a company, the higher the expectations the company is of you. Because you are old ginger, you should know better.
That's true. It's like they expect you to already know how the company works
you don't
and
make
functions.
rookie mistakes.
Makes sense.
Okay. So don't hire expensive people to come into your company. So the best way is to always retain your current employees.
Of course, if you talk about retention, is also a good strategy, because when there is a turnover, right, there will be a gap. So it depends how you address that gap. But I also have worked with companies. They tell me their company turnover is too low.
Is that bad?
Like in the beauty industry. Yes.
Okay.
I have one client, which I shall not name also.
Okay.
Very big brand, beauty industry. And he told me the company retention's too good. So their beauticians are aging. Which makes sense also, right?
Yeah, is it because
industry,
lah.
Is it because
you want little young chiku and sell makeup at the counter, what?
Okay.
I mean, for beauty industry, I understand lah.
Yeah.
But for and in a lot of companies also, I'm not trying to degrade anybody, but it's true. I've seen people who stay very long in the company. They start off as less hardworking and become lazy. Because the longer you are there, the more complacent you will be. It's a natural process.
Oh man.
I know that. I've been in my company for 18 years. I know.
Is it because oh wow. But okay, in the eyes of yourself, let's say if you've been in the company for really, really long, then at that point of time, did you think that, you know what, I'm comfortable here lah. Maybe they're paying me quite okay, so comfortable wage. Is it beneficial? But what I'm trying to ask is it beneficial more for the employer or more for the company that the person stays so long at the company?
I think there's no answer to it lah.
Okay.
At the end, they must have progress.
I see.
Regardless you are in a company long or not long, there must be progress. Like my BFF, she's still in the company. She's there for more than 20 years. She's still very hardworking. She's still doing her work. But of course, with her potential, when she goes outside, it can be better.
Right.
But it's, for me, there's nothing wrong staying complacent and comfortable.
Right.
Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. And Shufei was mentioning about how some Gen Zs these days tend to job hop a lot. But then again, I'm a millennial, right? We were told that the only way for you to get a higher salary is to job hop.
Which I don't disagree. Because in Malaysia, the average increment is around 5% year on year if you do not move anywhere lah. But if you do a lateral move from company to A from B, it's quite easy to get a 20% jump. Because it's risk.
That's
you
true.
are starting all over again in a new place. Of course, you will ask for higher income to compensate the risk. So you can just jump one time. It's like equivalent doing the same job in a company for 4 years. That is why people say you jump. Now, the problem is if you jump too many times, it will become a trend. It will come to a point when employers look at your resume, they question,
why you jump so much, huh?
No, you jump so much. They will question how long you plan to stay here. Because from your history, you seem you cannot last more than 3 years in a company.
But all of them will probably say that, I
this is
didn't
probably
like
my last place.
Yeah, they'll say that, I didn't like my previous company culture, this and that. I didn't like the way how it was not my thing. But then this is where we have to call...
Which can be genuine.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's a very template answer lah, in my opinion. Because I've been hearing it. I heard it once, I'm like, then I empathize lah. Then I hear second time, like, I really empathize. Then in my mind, I'm like, why are all Malaysian companies like that? I want to be different. Then when the third person came and said the same thing, I'm like,
I get it. I understand it. It's like everybody has the same story, right? Which is true. But for me, it's nothing wrong because right now, most bosses I ask how long is the tenure of your employees? They will tell me 2 years plus.
Okay.
Okay.
So
it seems like that's the thing now. So if somebody can stay for 3 years, consider quite okay already.
So what's the best turnover rate? Yeah.
3 to 8 years is best. I say 3 years because normally when you are there for the first year, you are learning. You are not at your optimum stage.
Yes.
Right? You get to know that you will always be at the optimal stage when you are on a second year. This is a typical employee on the second year. Now, why I say third year? You don't want to be a one-hit wonder. We want to know whether you are consistent on your second year performing, which is the third year.
Right.
So when recruiters see you are there for 3 years, they don't question.
Okay.
For them, it's as good as 10 years for Gen Z like that. Okay, so they will run, they will go. Now, why I say 8 years? Because I've seen people hesitant hiring somebody who has been in a company for too long because they also question your adaptability.
That makes sense.
If you are in a company for too long, you are very used to everything as is, right? When you come out, can adapt or not? So the longer you stay in a company, also will paint a very different picture because people are like that. Everybody is very judgmental, especially recruiters.
Really?
Yes, yes.
When I see a person work there very long already, in my mind, wow, this one must be very expensive. Really?
Yes.
Hi, I got 10 years experience. I don't want to confirm expensive one.
That is why a lot of followers who are above 40 years old, they always come and ask me, Auntie, is it harder for me to look for a job now because I'm over 40? I want to give you a liberal answer, but the fact is, yes, it is because you also come with that 10 years of money. And if you go to small businesses, they don't have that 10 years of money to pay you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why interns are always very wanted. They are cheap labor.
No lah, okay lah. For her, no,
they are affordable labor.
Affordable labor, yes. But actually, to be honest, most of my team over here, quite a big number of them actually were interns before.
Yeah.
So as any other company, especially in media.
And then when we realized, right, that, oh my gosh, they are actually very good. They are very good. They do things better than we do.
Yes.
Then the next question is like, oh, do you want to join a company? And they'll be like, oh, I got one more semester. And you're like, damn it.
Yeah.
Then after the semester is done, hey, you want to join us or not? It's like, yeah. And you'll be like, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but no more cheap labor lah, okay? I like to say that.
Okay, but given like all the stuff that you have mentioned, right?
Yes.
Like people job hopping and some people staying too long. Then how do you choose like the right people for the company then? Like what are the green flags do you think?
I have hired people who job hop. I also have hired furnitures before. Okay, je.
Okay.
I think it's see whether you are able to work with that person.
Right.
Right. That is why we always have interview.
Yeah, but can you tell straight away from the interview for you? Do you think you read people very well?
I do, because I've judging people professionally for 20 years. But for you all, I don't know lah, But because a lot of times, like my boss, he likes to send the person. Normally, the boss is the last cut of the interview, right? But in my previous company, I am always the last cut.
Right.
Because of my experience of recruiting people. But I always tell my boss, this is the potential problem you will face when you hire this person. Everybody can be hired.
Yes.
But in order to mitigate all this problem, you have to put these corrective actions in place.
Okay.
Right? So it's whether up to the boss, you have the tenacity to put up with it or not.
Okay.
That is what I feel.
Okay.
Like if you hire interns or freshie, which are more affordable, they also need constant coaching and micromanaging. You got the time or not?
Okay.
Huh?
But if the company is small, yes, we confirm must have the time lah.
You must have the time.
Yeah.
If you want to hire cheap, you must invest your time. There's no free lunch. You want somebody to that you want to throw the ball, the people catch it and go with the ball, then you need to hire more experience. It comes with the money because you are not willing to spend the time to coach.
Okay. Interesting.
Everything comes with a price.
What's the first red flag when you
The
interview?
worst one is higher expensive but still that guna.
Yeah. I mean, we have not really hit that sort of a roadblock yet.
Because I can guess most of your hires are through referrals, not from job advertisements.
Oh, yeah. They are mostly through referrals, and I think some sort of experience working with them from the client side. And then after that, we think that, hey, we kind of think that you want to hop over to the agency side.
So you hold that thought. So if you put up a job ad,
I have to adjust your microphone again.
if you put up a job ad, and you don't have the direct working experience like what you said, right?
Yeah.
So what should you do?
Pray.
To know. No, you don't pray. You speak to someone who has the experience working with this person. That is why I always emphasize reference check is very important.
But sometimes all this reference check is like,
fake one, right?
Fake one. Boss, if anybody call you, you know what to do.
Of course, you will know what to do. For me, a reference check is not so much about seeing whether this person can be hired or not be hired, but you want to talk with someone, right? What's the experience like working with this person?
Right.
Obviously, during the interview, you like the person.
Yeah.
But you have some reservation. You need to validate some of your evaluation, right? Which the previous boss is the best person to talk to. You see, I noticed when I talked to Ginny that time, he seems to be a little bit defensive. So how do you mitigate that? Do you feel that? Just conversations. Everybody is defensive anyway, so it's fine. I'm also very defensive. It's human nature. But you get what I mean or not? Is he the type I can scold? Or is he very sensitive? I noticed that when I say certain word, there was awkward silence. You get what I mean? Or not? You're just having a conversation with somebody who knows this person.
Right.
To see whether can or cannot you think.
So reference check is important.
Yes, it is. And then, of course, all your cynics will come and tell me, but normally they will provide me a name that they have a very good relationship with. So the reference check is biased, which I think is totally okay.
Okay. Then do you reference check the referencer?
I don't reference check the referencer, but like in my industry, it's very small.
Okay.
I don't even need to get a referee from you.
Wow.
We can just ask around.
Oh, yeah. Actually, no. You're right. Actually, I think this applies to all industries as well.
Yes.
It's like, he's got a reference, but instead of calling the reference, you call the company's big boss and say, hey, do you know such person?
Yes.
Oh, so but this has happened to me sometimes, I get a person who calls from another country, outsource. They seems to be like an outsource agency from India or Singapore. They'll call me and they'll ask me about not Singapore.
Probably Philippines or Malaysia.
Philippines, yes. Then they'll call me and they'll ask me about this person. But their questions are just very basic. Does this person work for you?
They follow a list. There's a reference check forms. It's quite common.
I see.
We call it background checks.
Yeah. They ask, why did he leave? He's like, this person work here? Yes. This year? Yes. Why did he leave? Then you tell, thank you. I'm like, that's it.
No. Actually, one in reference check, one of the most critical question is the last question. If given the opportunity, will you hire this person again? That is like a deal breaker.
I see.
If they say no, we will consider a failed reference check. 9.9 out of 10 times, the hiring will not go through.
Wow.
If the person say no.
I should ask that question.
Yeah, write that down. Write that down.
It's like, call the person. Excuse me, hi, are you? Does this person work for you? Okay, straight away to the chat. So will you hire this person back again? Like, come back. No. Hi, thank you for your time.
Hey, this like relationship also, need to background check before you get to know the person.
Which is correct. I also have a lot of followers come and raise their grievances. They say, what if me and my previous company we did not end things well they insist of talking to someone in my previous company. What do you do? Like a football match, you play defense ball you defend Before they go zong, you be the ngok yan first
so you bring up first
you can always say, okay, I'm okay for you talking to my previous company. However, I just want to give you heads up. This is most likely what they're going to say about me. And I want to tell you my part of the story.
Okay, then it seems more like the person is more transparent, very honest.
Yes. And
gives a better impression, I would assume.
I think it's important that you guys be transparent at the get-go, and it also tells whether this is going to be a meaningful relationship going onwards. Despite the boss knows that you have trouble with your past and then you admitted wrong or whatever, they still take you in.
I see.
There is a lot of sincerity in that, right?
Yeah.
What about those who say that, oh, I leave because my manager was toxic? You know what I mean?
We don't like to hire whiners, okay?
Oh.
Even though they really are, you shouldn't badmouth somebody. It's the same thing, right? Like for in industry, good sportsmanship, we don't badmouth one another.
Right,
Although
right.
we think the other product is shit.
Well, in America, it's different. Oh, because, okay, like some people tend to be in this working environment where it's a very toxic working environment. And then the only person will say that, report to HR, report to HR. Okay, I'll give you a scenario lah. Okay, manager really very biased towards this particular employee. Employee feels it. Employee feels sidelined. Employee feels attacked. Most of the time, they'll say, report to HR. The question is, will HR actually do anything or not?
Depends how powerful is HR.
Oh.
But tell HR for what? What is HR going to do? Even they're going to take action.
Yep.
HR will come to you, right? Just to let you know there's an employee who complained about you. Do you think it will make things better?
It'll make things worse.
No. If your boss found out you backstab,
Oh, yeah.
even
Exactly.
it making it worse, you want HR to take action, right? You think you will be anonymous?
Yeah, it
That's
won't,
true.
right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It won't be.
How to be anonymous? Because if you want to convict someone, you need evidence. And you are witness. The person who come and report the crime is a witness, right?
Yeah.
But this is how you can fully utilize HR.
Yep.
You should talk to your boss directly about it. If you have problem with someone, your boss, your colleague or a subordinate, you should talk to the person directly.
I see.
However, I can understand a lot of people are not good listeners
And they're very defensive.
and they're very defensive. So the conversation can be very difficult.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, you can get HR in to mediate the session. Like be a referee right there.
Oh.
So you can talk to boss, you know what, I feel like it's a bit difficult for me to speak to you because I feel like I'm being bashed.
Okay.
So I would want to ask HR to come in to mediate this session.
Right.
HR is there to be a referee. HR cannot solve your problem when you go cucuk belakang each other.
That's a very good. That's a very good way to put it. They become referees more than the principal.
Yes,
Yeah.
stitches get
The
stitches.
enforcer. Okay. Okay. What about? Oh, man, I would have a lot of questions to ask. Okay.
Ask lah. I'm here all day.
You know, jokingly, right? Not okay. I won't say jokingly. I think we were half serious about it. So me and my wife, when I told her that you were coming on the show, straight away, both of us looked at each other. We should hire her as our freelance HR.
You are not alone.
Yeah, straight away. No, hey, let's hire us as our freelance HR lah.
Well, I conduct HR training.
Okay.
At the size of your company, you guys have HRDC funds. All my training are HRDC claimable.
We don't have a HR department, just so you know. The HR
It's quite
department.
common.
It's the HR is my wife and myself.
Yeah, it's quite common. That's why
Yeah.
bosses should come and learn your basic rights as employers. And in one of my classes, I teach you all nicely how to fire your employees legally.
Yeah. You mean there's an illegal way to fire employees
Of
on that?
course, there are lots of illegal ways. That's why you always see in the news, kan? This employee from this big company awarded 1,800,000.
Oh yeah. Yes. I've seen in the news. Yes, I've seen the news.
Yes.
They were given an unfair dismissal.
Yes. In Malaysia, very easy to hire, very difficult to fire.
Oh wow. Only in this country or
Not only in this country, I believe Philippines is even more difficult.
I see.
But there are countries, don't kill me, Singapore.
Oh,
It's easier.
is there a
In
reason?
certain countries, like in US, easier. I've
Right.
seen employees are being transferred to countries with looser labor rights to dispose.
I see.
I've seen that before.
Wait, I'm not familiar with this, but how do you fire someone that is not supposed to
I think
be?
you got to have. I mean,
Right.
let's say for example, if I don't like you, I say tomorrow I fire you. Oh, bye bye. then I have to, number one, give you fair compensation. Am I correct?
No.
No. Oh
It
no.
seems like you're not familiar too, Jin.
Because okay, like some my ex company did VSS,
VSS.
voluntary separation scheme.
VSS.
But that one you have to talk to the employer. The employer has to both mutually agree in order to take that compensation and leave,
no,
right?
for VSS is employer will put up a scheme out there,
Yeah.
ask for volunteers.
Oh.
If it's targeted, it's MSS, different mutual separation scheme.
Okay.
Then of course you have retrenchment.
So I think your question is how
The
do you-
very basic things have to refer to Industrial Relations Act 1967. One clause only, Section 20.
Okay.
All it says that in order to terminate an employee,
Yep.
it has to have just cause or excuse.
Oh.
Must justify.
Okay.
That's all it says. Right? When you say
Yeah,
how
yeah,
you justify, have to look at the conditions.
Okay.
There are terms and conditions and how it is. In Malaysia, the labor law always cite the employee.
Yeah, of course.
It's
they should.
always biased
Yeah.
to the employee.
Which is a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
So that is why I always say, although HR is funded by the company, but in order to help the company, HR needs to cite the employee first because the laws and the rules are built like that.
I see.
Okay.
When you do everything that you can to help the employee, but God will only help those who help themselves, right?
Yeah.
Lam lai fu siong pek, right? Right? So if I already did everything I can to help you,
Yeah.
then you cannot blame me for terminating you because it's frustration of contract.
Right.
It's a real thing, frustration of contract.
Okay. Okay, but let's say if you fire someone, right? Do you need concrete proof to
Of course.
fire them? Or like if the boss say, I don't want him, like they can just terminate.
When you terminate someone or you take disciplinary action against an employee,
Yeah.
the burden of proof is with the employer.
Okay.
It's not the employee jobs to prove that they are innocent.
I see.
It's
Okay.
the employer job to prove that,
That
they are
wrong.
guilty.
Okay.
Very different from constructive dismissal. That is also another story.
Can a person be fired if they don't show up to work for 7 days a week? I
Yeah.
mean, like,
No need 7, 2 days enough already.
2 days enough already.
According to the Employment Act,
Yep.
if somebody do not show up for 2 consecutive working days without official approval, it's considered the contract is broken. Can
Oh.
terminate.
And that's pretty easy to terminate someone then.
Well.
No?
But in the first place, why somebody didn't show up for 2
yeah
days
lah.
without informing you? It also tells a lot about this boss, right?
That's
People are so angry, they rather just MIA.
that's true.
And then there's,
Confirm shitty boss lah, this one.
and then there are some people who, in order obviously, so funny that you mentioned that it's harder to fire the employees because it's very tough to fire employees. So
It's not difficult also.
It's not difficult, yes, but I think if they are not doing anything wrong, it's obviously very tough to fire them. What most companies will do is always put them at a department that they hate so much that they had to resign themselves. Transfer, yeah.
Oh, that's a thing?
Yeah.
No,
Go.
not even that. Another more common way, they just put you on PIP, Performance Improvement Plan.
Yes. There's a section where they put you into a performance plan. And then when you're there, right, means that your salary's not going to raise. You're just going to be there forever and you're not going to grow. Yeah. Got big corporations do this. I found out. Someone told me about it and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it's quite a common tactic actually. So, in that particular case, so they are trying to force you to resign, right? On your own cost instead of terminating you. There's a term for that. It's called constructive dismissal.
Right.
When it comes to constructive dismissal, the burden of proof is with the employee.
I see.
It's your job to prove the employer is wrong. It's not the job of the employee to prove they are innocent.
Okay.
You need to find evidence to support your claims.
I see.
Okay.
So is that why most companies tend to hire contract staff so that they can always reevaluate every year?
That is a very good topic. You're talking about fixed term contract.
Yeah.
A lot of people also come and ask
To
me.
lower their risk of, in the long run.
Yes, especially after the pandemic. That is where you have agencies like Purcell Kelly, Adequate Manpower, like that, who provide third-party agency fixed-term contract. It's easier to control the headcount that way because in a fixed-term contract, you can terminate because on the day you agree to join the company, we also have agreed at the same time, this is my last day.
Okay, yes.
It's a fixed term. However, there have been cases in the past that if you terminate the contract because you don't like this person or whatever happened, it's still can be considered as unlawful termination.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see
Still
why.
cannot run away.
Interesting. Okay. Understand.
This is based on a very, very old case in the 1990s.
Whoa.
Han Chang School. But it's a very old case, but until today, why you know Han Chang School lah? You from Han Chang School? Anjing terus. Okay, this particular case, what happened? They have this group of teachers are on fixed term contract. I don't remember the details of the story, but it's something like they join a union.
Okay.
And then one day, the school decided to tell this group of teachers, I will not renew your contract anymore. Your service will just end there. And so happen, this group of teachers are part of the union.
Oh.
Well done.
So, what is the fundamental employee in a school that you need? The most basic employee that you need.
Teachers.
You need
Teachers, right?
Yeah, like they're the
So when you
core.
purposely don't renew the contract, obviously it's malicious.
Yeah.
It's malam faidi.
Yeah.
Therefore, the court rule in favor of the employees.
I see.
It needs to make sense.
Interesting. Very interesting. So we got our staff, our team to submit questions, like submitting questions to HR.
Come.
You know? And it kind of made me borderline pressured lah, because oh my God. Am I going to find out that my team hates this company? Am I doing things wrong? But I look at the questions, okay, not bad. You know,
But it's okay. Even if it is, it's better for you to find out, right?
Yes, true. It's like as if I'm putting my head out on the chopping board or hanging myself out there for
Be
people
brave.
to shoot, you know.
Be a brave boss.
So, but actually some of these questions are quite nice lah. Actually, to be honest, it also some of these questions are questions that I also would like to ask.
Okay.
Actually, I want to start with this one. And this is very, I'm sure everybody has heard about this. So recently the phrase, "we are a family here," has been seen as a red flag in office culture. Do you think it's a genuine sentiment or just a way to justify overwork and blurred boundaries?
20 years ago, when we conduct exit interview in my company, there is a question that in exit interview, they always will ask, what do you like the company the most? And in a lot of our exit interview, they will say that we work like a family here. That is what I'm going to miss the most. Right?
Yeah.
That is a very Gen X thing, actually.
Yeah,
And it's very X and boomer thing.
Yeah, actually, to be honest, I feel it's very cross.
When it comes to the
Generation thing.
millennial, the millennial is normally what they call the lost generation.
Oh man.
Neither here nor there. So you will have some millennials with more Z, some millennials that is more X, right?
Yeah.
So it's very grey area. But if you ask an Xer, a boomer, they value that kind of working relationship. But in today's context, people just want to come to work, do their shit and go back home. We are not
I
interested.
like how some of them are nodding their heads behind the control panel. Okay, I know now.
they find team building very cringe.
Yeah.
They don't want to party until 11 o'clock at night.
Oh.
But I also know exes like me. They said that going company dinner is considered as work.
Oh.
Actually, I really think it depends on the company culture. But I've heard
That's correct.
Yeah,
That's
but
correct.
I've heard like people who just feel like, oh, they're not my friend. They're just my
Colleagues.
Colleagues, yeah, people want to keep a distance.
Yeah.
I think people should not confuse themselves family from friends. You can be friends with bosses, you can be friends with colleagues.
Yeah.
Family, you cannot choose. There's a difference. Bosses, you can.
I see. Interesting. Well, then, from my... Okay, so the question that I would like to ask is, because this is what I've noticed being, well, obviously a boss in this company that I've run for almost like 12 years. So when I see things like a group of colleagues going out together for a hike in the morning and another group going to Hokkaido together for 5 days, 4 nights trip together, and multiple different groups going out together, or a big group going out to drink at night at 4 a.m. in the morning, and posting pictures in the company group thing,
Group chat, yeah.
should I actually be happy?
Or
It's
concerned.
fellowship.
Okay.
Okay.
These are fellowship, right?
Because I'll tell you, I'm actually very happy to see those things.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
never got that in my previous company.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like, I have to admit, right? Like, this is the first time I'm in a company where I feel like everyone is so close to each other.
Okay, we are,
There you go.
we are in no
Yeah.
way trying to promote our company over here.
We're not, but it's just my
yes.
genuine sentiments.
Okay,
Like, I've
okay.
never really seen this.
But it's fellowship. It's not family.
Yeah.
It's fellowship, huh? And then what's so good about family? You never hear people who like trying to run away from the family. Not like the family is the best thing in the world.
Yeah, but from my point of view, being a owner of this business, when that happens, right, it gives me a lot more stress. Because then I have to figure out ways to maintain that in the long run and not have work come in the jeopardization of hierarchy and workload and time.
I
That's
don't
true.
think you need to. As long as you take care of them well, they will take care of you as well.
Okay.
Do you have problem if you are as good as you think you are? I'm sure you have this problem.
What do you mean by as good as I think I am? Am I egoistic and think that I'm above everybody else?
No, like me, I think I am a good boss because I have this problem. On public holidays, they come and harass you, not the other way around.
Oh.
Do you have that problem?
The team come and harass me during holidays and weekends.
When on public holiday or after office hours, right?
Yeah.
Boss, I need to talk to you about this.
Yeah, I get that all the time.
Yes,
Yeah.
because
All the time.
it's everybody like,
Until I force them to not do it.
yes.
Yeah, I changed the working hours. I said that don't message me. I will be very angry. Yeah.
But you see, they you take care of them very well. They
Okay.
will immerse themselves into your business. You don't have to worry about them. They will worry for you.
Yeah, because every time they message me at night, I get a little bit like, so are we overworking these people or are we not doing something right or wrong? Why are they working? Because as bosses, I used to work 24 hours. Because when we first started the business, when it's just me and my wife.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because this is a startup, right?
Yeah. So we are very used to doing the whole thing. And we have never ever imposed the, if I can do it, so can you, that kind of thing. But
Yes.
yeah.
Very good mentality.
Yeah, because the thing is, it is true that I can do the work of 5 people, but I cannot expect that upon the
Yeah.
person that I hire that they can
Yes.
do. But it took me a while. It took me a while to grasp that concept.
And this is the thing, a lot of bosses make that mistake. You cannot expect your employee to love the business as much as you do.
Yeah.
The business is your baby, not theirs.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I got that.
But
I got
it's
that.
okay lah. But since everybody kacau you, that is a very good indication that your employee are happy working.
Okay.
You tell them don't work. When they're sick, you tell them to go home. Oh, cannot lah, boss. This one I have to finish. I cannot.
That sounds like some of the people that I
Yeah,
know
lah,
in the
man.
company.
He's standing behind here.
How long has this person been here?
So, he's been here for about 5 years.
You see?
Yeah.
More than 3 years there. You
But
know.
I think genuinely a lot of them, they treat this company like their baby also. Cause like a lot of them like they grew with the company ma.
Why?
So in a way,
Why?
what do you mean why?
Why? Number one, boss pay your salary on time.
I guess. I don't know.
Yes, I do.
Is
I would like
it?
to take care. I don't like for her. It's different. Hers is every month, but I
Yeah.
would like to think that everybody here, is okay. So I always pay their salary on the 24th of every month.
Even during the pandemic.
Yes.
Yes, you see? Even
Okay.
when there was no business,
Yeah.
boss still pay you guys on time. Basic 101 running a business.
I told them that I will let you
When
know.
people go on maternity leave,
Uh-huh.
do you tell them cut short maternity leave, come back and work?
No.
No.
But he comes to work lah. He comes to work after the next month, and I said, "What are you doing here?" Yeah.
When staff get hospitalized, what do you guys do? Fruit basket will go.
Oh, we laugh at them first. Then we send fruit basket. We go visit them when we send fruit. Fruit basket maybe no lah. You know. But yeah. Very.
And when there is something wrong, boss will get their hands dirty and jump in and help together.
True.
Yeah.
There is collective accountability in the business.
But it gets very stressful.
His face red already.
Yeah.
Because he know he good boss.
No. It gets very challenging because I think I didn't realize that when you run a business, That's why I always wondered, like, is it better off just hire a HR department and let them handle everything? Because we are the HR, right? I have to single-handedly understand every single individual in the company and realize that all their brains are not the same.
Because you're hands-on, ma. If you're hands-on,
Yeah, but I
it's
told them
very
this year
different.
I'm not hands-on anymore. I don't want to be hands-on, but they... Yeah, never mind. Okay, never mind. Next question. Next question.
It's normal. One of the greatest disadvantage of hands-on bosses are very hard for them to let go and delegate.
That sounds a lot more like my wife. It sounds like, I'm sorry. If she was here, I would have just dragged her and put her in the seat
It's
here.
true. And then grooming a successor, you can ask a lot of this company, big ones, small ones. Successor is always an issue.
Yeah.
You don't say so much lah. President, Prime Minister also other successor issue.
Oh, yeah.
All above 60 years old.
Yeah.
Cannot find anybody younger to run.
Okay, next question. Wow, a lot of questions here. Okay, what is the one question people often ask you that you're tired of being asked?
Actually, there's not much about it.
Okay, that's good.
Because my answers are very standard. I get tired when people come and tell me, should I report to HR? I always ask them, what you expect HR to do? I want to know that also. I want to know, what do you expect HR to do?
Then that leads to this question. What are the pros and cons of having an HR manager in your company? Because many SMEs in Malaysia don't have one.
Yes. Of course, HR is the custodian of most of the time, they hire HR to make sure everything is compliant. And then in HR, it's also a lot of paperwork. A lot of SME, all these bosses who are very gung-ho to go and run the business, they are not paper people. To be a good HR, your paperwork has to be very mantap.
Hey, but since you say like in HR, right, you have to follow a lot of the law and stuff.
Yes.
Then when you listen to their problems, do you listen in an aspect of like their emotional side, or do you have to really just pay attention to the logic?
I am always very objective when I listen to their question.
Okay.
I know they wanted to ask something else, but I always ask them what you want to clarify. I also notice a lot of people do not know how to ask the right question to get to the right answer. It's just like us using AI, right? In order for AI to help you better, you need to do the right prompts. When you don't give them the right prompts, of course, they will give you garbage, right? So it's the same thing of people. People don't know how to ask the right question to get to the right answer. So I try to guide them. What is it that you really want to ask me?
I see.
Like they tell me, my boss like to scream at me. Is that legal?
Oh, man.
I say from legal point of view, there's no law that says that the boss cannot scream at you. So what is it you really wanted to ask?
But then again, if someone were to be working in an environment and they're having a boss screaming at them and still not want to leave the company, my next question is why?
Because don't have another job, ma.
Yeah. But
There are bills to pay. And then I have worked with bosses who like to scream before, but that is the boss punya problem, not yours. They are generally a screamer.
Yeah, does screaming actually help or not?
They're not targeting you, no. It's just them that is like that.
I don't think screaming works. I know that. Yeah.
Sometimes it does. There are certain cases you have to manage by fear. That's true.
Yes, you're putting up. Oh no, you're just not putting up hands. Why? You want to ask behind that?
It's not easy to be boss. You need to balance everything. It's very easy to swing from one end to another.
Okay.
But to find moderation is difficult. To find that balance is difficult. You want to be friendly, yet you want to be firm.
Okay. Okay, I should ask this question.
Yeah.
So when someone want to ask for a raise, they like the company, but they feel that the yearly incremental increase is 5% as per standard, blah, 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 blah. What is the right way to basically ask for a significant raise that is basically comfortable for their own self to live with? And how do you discuss that with your boss?
What more can you offer? I can tell you, boss will not give you more if you don't give them more in return. They are businessmen. They always look at return on investment, at the ROI.
Yeah.
Right?
But what if they feel like, oh, what I'm doing right now, I think I deserve the raise? Like they feel
Like
like
they
the
feel
amount-
they're underpaid.
Yeah, they feel like they're underpaid.
Show me lah. Why do you say so?
I see.
Okay.
You need evidence, right? Bosses love data. They love statistics. They love data. But one golden rule, you never, ever compare your salary with another fellow person in the company. Never. It never flies well with any boss. It's sangat pantang. You want to compare? You betul nak compare? You compare with market.
I see.
Then you can use words that trigger your boss. Not very competitive with market. But you have to tread lightly. Boss will say, then you just go out to the market lah.
Okay. That's a very good... now you brought that up. What do you think about salary transparency within the company? Because there is a page, which is Malaysia Pay Gap.
Yes.
That basically promotes or advocates for salary transparency so that everybody gets paid, fairly. And what's your thought about that?
I did an advertisement for them. Yes, I
okay,
know.
okay. What's your thought about, like...
I believe in wage transparency.
Yes.
The problem is your EQ cannot handle it.
Oh.
I consider my EQ quite high, honestly.
Okay.
I also cannot handle it, okay? I am in HR. I know every single person's pay in the company. You think I don't see it? You who get double my salary do half of my work. I see it, okay? But as a HR, we have to be poker face.
Wow.
We cannot react to it. But inside, we are traumatized, okay? Even for me, I also find it difficult to handle this kind of information, let alone everybody.
Oh, yeah.
When you don't have control, there will be chaos.
Is that the reason why most companies tend to not want employees to discuss their salaries?
Of course.
I see. It's for mentality.
I already told you, bosses don't like when you compare with one another.
Yeah.
When you see another person's salary, you think you don't start comparing. That's bullshit, okay? Until the end of the world, you will still compare. I remember there was one time this person who worked with me.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie, I've compared too.
Yes, of course.
I
You
think
will always
everyone
compare.
has,
Even like for us freelancers, I always compare notes with other influencers, how much you get paid. Everybody has a rate card, right?
Yes.
I read, why you get paid so much? Why you get paid so little?
Oh, wow.
But sometimes I feel like with salary transparency, right, it sometimes causes misconceptions. Like sometimes when you hear someone getting higher pay, then you're like, wait, but what do you do? Like, how come you can get paid so high? But we're doing the same kind of job, right? Like, how come you can pay so high, but why I'm not getting paid so high?
Then some people will say maybe your negotiating skills better, etc.
Or you come with the experience.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Point taken. I like that. I was always wanted to know your opinion on that because it's very
I've been on the spectrum where company hire new people come in at a higher salary.
Yeah, I was in that position.
And on top of that, they ask you to train that person.
Yeah.
They would give you, they say, I pay them higher because they come with the experience outside. Then why they are not training me? I'm training them. It's my question.
Oh, the worst one for me was this fella was a freshie and was paid more than me and I had to train him.
Like right now, the minimum wage has increased. So I have a lot of these messages, okay? Like the
minimum wage now is 1.8 ma, right?
1.7.
1.7 now. Oh, sorry. It's good that I think 1.8, okay? All right, guys? It's good that I think 1.8, all right?
And then there are also a lot of people already at 1.7. Then when they hire new, they ideally speaking now, you should push everybody up the food chain. Okay, but there are a lot of bosses like this one don't need to adjust, just let it be lah. 1.7 already ma. But the new one has to be at 1.7.
Yeah.
So they feel unfair. How come a new person, same salary as me, not fair?
Understand.
So do you think companies, knowing that the minimum wage has basically gone up as set by the government, should do a general overhaul of review everybody's salary as a company whole and bump up those who think should be bumped up?
Ideally speaking.
Yeah, okay.
Ideally speaking. But however, I don't want to charot the government here.
Oh.
Peace, I support government also.
Yeah, okay.
But they give us very little time. When was this announced?
Oh, yeah. It was just announced last year.
Yeah. But they give us how long? 6 months? Can you adjust the business within 6 months?
we don't have to adjust that because we pay people way above the minimum wage.
Yeah, but for a lot of factory workers like F&B business,
Yeah.
because you also have to understand not all bosses are very long-term strategic thinker. If you're talking about minimum wage alone, every 3-4 years they will adjust once.
Yes.
Between 200 to 300.
Yep.
So right now, you guys should planning your business 3-4 years later where the minimum wage should rise. But bosses are so busy putting out fire every day, they forget to plan long term. Some cannot, some can, some cannot, right?
Yeah.
How long? Okay. Oh man, this is like the answers to all of my questions. How long does it? How long? How much? How much?
It's okay, ma. They can edit out if your question is salah.
No. I think this could be beneficial for a lot of business owners who are small company owners. How long should a company reserve be able to sustain a company for? Provided that they don't get clients on a monthly basis. Like, because you see, some companies, right, suddenly they open, then 3 months later, tap lap because business not good. Should, like, do companies work in a way? Should companies work in a way where, okay, here's the year end, let's take out 100% of the profit and let's start over? Or do they always reinvest? Should they always reinvest back?
This one I have to talk to Mr. Money TV really. Like.
Mr. Money TV. Yes.
But from my operation experience managing P&L, right?
Yeah.
It's always a good idea to diversify your business. Those kind of companies that you're talking about, they rely very heavily on their key accounts.
Yes.
But it's also very high risk.
Yes, okay, so I give an example. This team handles account A.
Yes.
Been handling account A for maybe 4 years, 5 years. Suddenly account A decided to, bye-bye, we don't want to continue our retainer with you. They go with another agency.
Yes.
And then suddenly this team is just let go.
Or worse, team A go to another agency, bring the account over together.
Oh yeah.
That happens a lot too. Like in Mad Men, right? So that is why it's always a good idea to always evaluate your business. How many % is sitting on your key account? How many is sitting on your ad hoc business? You need to find a very good balance for it. It should be, ideally should be 20 key account, 80 new business. But it's very hard to achieve. At least try to move to 50-50 or 60-40. It's very difficult. But you have to mitigate your risk like that. But doesn't mean you don't grow your key accounts.
Yeah.
I also have bosses come and tell me, like that, if that is my KPI for diversification, I should not grow my key account further, then the ratio will be higher. No. It doesn't mean like that. It means you need to be more aggressive, acquiring new business.
Yeah. Okay, in your opinion, do you think KPIs are setting KPIs for companies is a good thing or not? Like if a company does not have KPIs, it's not a bad thing.
I'm always an advocate of clear, smart goals.
Okay.
It's very important to have smart goals, especially the letter M. Make sure the goals are measurable. Then feelings will not come into the way.
Understand.
You want to deserve a raise, you say, I am an excellent employee. Where is the statistics? When you say excellent to you, doesn't mean it's excellent to me.
Yeah.
But when you guys mutually agree on smart goals, you agree. This is mediocre, this is good, this is excellent. 3, 4, 5 pointers.
Okay.
Measurable is key. Everything can be measured. And this one should be done when? In the beginning of your financial year.
Hey, but I find it so confusing. Sometimes beginning of financial year, right, is January. Sometimes it's April, May. Or
all
financial
companies
year
have difference. Like Japanese company is quite common. They start at April.
Yeah. So that's why we start in April. But very
okay lah. If
yeah.
that's your financial year, then that is your financial year.
And that's why most people give bonuses in the month of April, because
not necessarily.
Is it? Because they will by then they already know.
If your financial year starts in April, most likely you will pay May. Because you have to close the account first.
Yeah.
And kira before after tax got money to give or not. Like that lah.
Yes. Betul.
It's always 1-2 months later after closing.
Interesting. Okay. This one is
as long you don't put in installment and ask for refunds lah.
Okay, here's a question. Gen Zs are labeled as lazy. Are they really, or are they just setting boundaries?
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
I don't find it any problem. Hey, as an exer,
Mhm.
I never knew the true meaning of work-life balance until the Gen Z taught me.
I see.
We only know how to work until we die.
That's true.
They taught me to balance my life. Oh, I learned a lot from Gen Z, man. I am all for work-life balance. All for it. I think it's smart. Lazy, but smart. Okay je. Apa masalah dia?
Then it was going to take a while for like a lot of people to adapt to that, because currently, like, even if you come in as a Gen Z, you're going to be servicing people who are probably elder
Yes.
and are in that mentality of,
Yes.
hey, I work until I get things done.
Yes.
Yeah. So the next question, as a Gen Z and Gen Alpha enter the workforce, should companies adapt to their working styles, or should we guide them to find a middle ground? In the past, employees were less vocal and earn trust over time. Should career progression evolve, or should younger generations just adjust to traditional expectations? This
That's a very
This one
deep
confirm Dennis
question.
asked, is it this question or no? Okay.
Again, it's very easy to swing from one extreme end to another. Finding the balance is always the most difficult. I think we should also adapt new generation's way of working.
Yep.
But at the same time, we should also respect the wisdom of the past. Take the best out of both worlds. Why choose? Don't need to choose. Pick lah what is good about Gen Z and work within that. Pick what is good within Gen X and listen and don't judge.
Right.
There are better ways to do things together. And for Gen Xers and Boomers, please stop saying back in my days, back in your days, your days are over, okay?
Oh.
You are going to retire. The new generations are going to take over. You are there to guide
Okay.
with your wisdom from the past.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. There are a few questions here that let's see.
I love working with Gen Z. Their ideas are very cringe, but I love it. Like putting on makeup while talking, that's a Gen Z idea.
Oh, right. Okay. Is HR really there to protect employees, or are they just corporate puppets? You can see from the back of the camera there, all closing in your mouth and everything.
And effective HR
Yeah.
will cite the employee always. Like what I explained earlier. Everything in the country, the laws, Industrial Relations Act, the Employment Act, all cite the employee. Okay? And if you take care of the employee well, they don't mind being underpaid overwork. Like what we have discussed earlier. They don't mind it at all. As long as they're happy. And HR is your vehicle to do that. Because to organize all this team building activity lah, outing lah, hari raya, lunch lah, buka puasa lah, it's a lot of work, okay? Who is going to volunteer and organize it? You're already so busy with the camera editing all. There is a department that specializes in employee engagement, which is HR.
Yeah.
So normally what's small, not small lah, your company not considered small, medium-sized company like yours will do, you will set up a site committee.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh, she sees right through us.
And every day, everybody will take turns to do it.
Yeah.
So that one is co-curriculum activities. and honestly, if you ask them, they are happy to volunteer to do so. But if given a choice, they just want to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Yeah. Some do. Yeah.
I want to go to Jump Street without have to liaise with the Jump Street person, talk about invoice lah, arrangement lah, F&B lah, all. I just want to go and play.
Yeah. My wife used to do it a lot, actually. She likes to do these type of things.
But if she because she boss ma, she gets to choose what she wants to do. When she's organizing all this, she's not doing anything else.
Yeah.
But for the team, while they are organizing this, they still have to deliver their daily KPI.
Yeah.
The SLA still needs to be delivered.
That's true. That's true. Oh man.
All being called out, is it?
Yeah.
How many people are going to leave the chat groups now? Yeah, but all of them do it. It's fun. And we always go for the most recent one all of us went was hot Pilates. Okay. It was very hot.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, I almost passed out. So yeah. Okay. There are a lot of questions here that we can still ask. Got time, right? Got time, right?
Got.
It's like, this is like really I'm
It's
asking
quite
for
common.
life
People
advice.
put my thing part 1, part 2.
Actually, maybe this is something that I think it's kind of cool to discuss. When do you know it's the right time to actually leave your company? Especially when you've been there for a really long time. Nothing's wrong. You gel with everyone. You feel like everything is okay. You're comfortable. You're not getting the best in salary, but not bad either. But when do you know it's time to actually leave a company?
When
the right opportunity comes along.
yeah, or you feel like you have something else to learn that the company cannot provide.
People who are comfortable, they will not move until there is a carrot dangling outside. It always needs to have something that push them to move, like a better opportunity. Because there's no reason to move.
Yeah.
Right?
So even if
if there's a job, offer me double my pay, half my salary, I would consider. That means I'm going to be more comfortable there.
Yeah.
People are always looking for ways to progress.
Yeah.
Get paid more, do less.
Yes.
Okay, here's the thing though. Everybody thinks that a boss gets paid more, but they do less.
No. Not for SMEs lah. MNC questionable lah.
Oh, damn. Yeah. Because a lot of people tend to think, I always have that thinking that I, as a business owner, people tend to think, you boss, everybody says this, Marcus. I said, I gotta go to work tomorrow. It's okay, you boss, ma.
Yes, it's correct. Like how your wife choose to do employee engagement, a boss has a flexibility to choose what they want to do. Okay? But bottom line, an effective boss should always focus in growing the business.
Oh, yeah.
Because if your company don't grow, the people will not grow.
Yeah.
And no matter how happy they are, if they don't grow, they will go.
Yeah. Yep.
So in order to retain people, you need to grow the business and make space for people to grow.
Wow. Okay.
Very deep.
I guess my job's not done. Okay.
Either that, hire a very good BD and expand the business, or a strategic officer.
Oh man, that's
which come with the 10 years of salary also.
Yeah. I know. Everybody's pointing fingers now. Yeah. What about advice for people who feel burnout in their current job?
Take a break. I took a break. I quit my job in June. I took a good 9 months break. I only started working last year, April only. Really
but now you're doing your own thing, ma. So are you? Is it Kira? You're not. So what?
If you cannot take 9 months like me, you don't have the luxury to take 9 months like me. Take 1-2 days.
Oh, okay.
The problem with people who tell me I cannot take a break, please don't like luar alam thing that you are so important. You are not okay. With or without you, the business will run and will not close down.
Ooh.
People always think, no lah, boss, I cannot take leave. I got this to do, that to do. No. Please plan your leave and go. The company can survive without you.
Yeah, sometimes we have to force our staff to go.
Take a break. Just take a break. Don't get burnout. Don't get sick.
But some bosses, they don't let you take a break. They're like, you have to come
boss
back.
It's true what? They're not family ma.
Oh wow.
Family I cannot change.
That's damn brutal, man.
There's a saying from Maya Angelou which I really love. She said, if you don't like something, change it. If you cannot change it, then change your own attitude. You are always in control of your own destiny.
Right.
You want to take a long break, then start planning. You want to take a 1 year break, then start planning, which means you need to start saving, right?
Yeah.
Jangan lah, you not plan to have a break, and yet every warehouse sale also you go and maximize it. Doesn't make sense, right?
There's this question here. It's very funny. Let me read it out as per what is written here. Okay. Advice to bosses, bracket, managers, HODs, entrepreneurs, etc. Close bracket, or to Jin, since he's also a boss. Ha 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 ha.
What's the question?
Who wrote this question?
What's the advice?
Oh, Genie! What's your advice to bosses in general? Like head of departments or whatever. Genie, what advice do you want? No? Okay, maybe I can ask a more specific question, which also comes back to this one. What is the one advice for employees who are new to managing a team? When you're given the task to manage a team.
A new manager lah.
Yeah.
Listen but don't judge. The problem with new managers when they come on board, I'm about to post this video also. The problem with people from outside, especially when they come in as the new manager, they are very eager to improve things. So they will start change this, change that. My way. Your way is the highway. You know?
Yeah.
But you should spend like at least the first few months understanding the dynamics of how it is.
Between your work.
Between everyone.
The dynamics of your
Team.
work and the environment.
I see.
You need to understand when you are a new boss, you yourself is a change to a team. They already need to learn how to adapt working with a new person. It's already a change. Then you start changing processes.
Right.
And you start changing this just people with burning, okay? Don't you want to introduce change, make it progressive. Baby steps, slowly. And when you are better with the team, then you can go a bit faster.
I see.
Progressive.
Should everybody always be following the manager's pace, or should the manager sometimes read the room and try to kind of
Eventually, you need to follow the company's pace. Initially, I can come down to your level and be more understanding. I don't want to judge, I listen.
Yeah.
But if the company is moving very quickly and you are not, you will get left behind.
Okay. Cool. Wow, that's a lot of wisdom today to kind of soak
Because
in.
all these are my real life corporate experience.
Yeah.
I have staff, especially the older generation, very hard to adapt to technology, for example. And as the business runs, right, it needs to get more efficient. And one way to cut costs is to adopt adapt to a system, adopt a system, right? And there will be older staff cannot catch up. They are not as IT savvy as the younger generation. But that's the thing. Without you, we are moving forward.
Yeah, that's a sad
So
truth.
if you want to get left behind, it's your choice. Don't drag us down together with you.
Okay.
We will help to bring you together, but you also need to put in the work and move.
Right. So with your newfound platform, with your newfound business that you're running right now, and what's your plans for the future? Do you see like a specific goal you want to reach for?
Yes, my Taylor Swift concert.
Ah! Have you been for a Taylor Swift concert?
No, I have not been to a Taylor Swift concert, but this is not really like a concert per se.
Yep.
I want to do something like a HR festival, like a Coachella kind of thing.
Oh, wow.
But for HR.
Wow.
So cute.
That is years down the road.
Okay.
Right now, I am very actively engaging with the younger generation because they are the ones that is going to be the decision makers 5 years from today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who will decide to come and be my festival sponsors.
Oh yeah, that's true. There'll be managers, managing funds, marketing funds.
I see the vision. Okay.
Yes.
But I love the pop culture. I've been to many conferences. They're still very traditional. I see a lot of people during the first 30 minutes of the conference like rah, like that. Towards the end, the phone will start to come out.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure you give a lot of talks. Do you do what talks do you mostly give? Like, is it more corporate in corporate offices, or do you do in conferences?
Conferences, yes, a lot because I'm HRDC claimable. I conduct a lot of. Recently, I've been conducting trainings, trying to milk the HRDC funds together.
Oh man, it's hilarious.
But there is something that I love to do. I love to educate. So what I'm trying to do right now, I'm trying to merge entertainment with education, edutainment.
Right.
Because growing up, I have an immense love with comedy. I love anything funny, stand-up comedy, sitcoms, anything. So I trying to make my lectures entertaining.
I see. Yeah.
And that's what you generally see in my videos.
Yeah.
My wife shares your videos, and her next comment will come, "Damn funny way."
See?
Always one. She'll send.
Objective met.
Yeah, damn funny. She's so funny. Wait, she's quite upset she can't be here today because she's in Singapore. Yeah, and when she found out when she coming forth. She's like, shit, I'm in
Tak
Singapore.
apalah, we are all here mah. Ada jodoh lagi punya.
Yeah, ada. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, but AuntyHR.
And then of course in today, education also have evolved.
Yeah.
We should try to move away from traditional textbook. Kids nowadays, they can learn things just by watching YouTube videos.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
During the pandemic, my kid learned beatboxing from scratch.
Yo.
Just by watching YouTube videos. You tell him to reach the sejarah textbook, I'll ask him go die like that.
How old is your kid?
I have a 14-year-old boy.
Yes.
One too many.
Right. How does your son feel about having a mom who's now famous in the social media world?
Like all kids, he finds me embarrassing.
Oh, really?
Really? I would think it's a proud thing, though.
No, my daughter finds me embarrassing also. Yeah.
Huh, really, man?
Yeah.
My nephews think I'm cool, though. Yeah, my nephews think I'm cool.
Yeah, because like I go to school and then I meet my daughter's friends, and then she's like, then the parents say, oh, that's your dad is do the YouTube one. Then she's like, that's just my dad.
In your eyes, you're just a normal person. Like, in their eyes.
No, really. And she keeps watching YouTube videos because we work with a lot of influencers, YouTubers, and then she will watch those videos and like those videos. Then I try to send her my videos to watch.
Then
and
you
she's
are
like,
cringe.
then she's like, meh. Yeah.
She's your biggest critic.
Yeah, she is. But now she makes me do trends with her, and I'm like, I can't seem to. But it's
nice,
I like it.
right?
I like it.
I know about TikTok because of my son also. One day he called me up and said that, Mommy, can you what they call it when you do the video side by side?
React.
Like,
No, not react.
duet.
Duet. She said that, can you duet with me? What is that? So I have to go online and research and download TikTok and learn to do that duet thing together.
Oh my god. Oh, that's okay. Wow, that's.
And they teach you so many things. Like he likes to tell me, Mommy, you're so extra. Gen Alpha language.
Yeah.
So when you started off with social media, right? Did you navigate through the platforms yourself, or your son had to guide you?
No, it was part of my marketing portfolio. A lot of people know that I hate HR. But in reality, I take care of 4 pillars in my organization. I was head of HR, head of admin, head of marketing, and also head of service operations.
Walao eh.
Because that's how it is
on your
today.
plate.
4 jobs, 1 salary.
That's a lot of heads to. That's a lot of hats to wear.
So I leverage a lot of my marketing experience as head of marketing
Right.
and transfer it to push myself out as a HR influencer.
Oh, that's great.
Understand.
People
You
always-
understand. You understand what marketing. Okay.
Yes,
that's
yes, I do.
Good. Yeah. I mean, I studied. I'm a marketing graduate as well. So and you what you studied
and
there?
it's not easy. Marketing is also something very tough because it's also
Changing.
Always
evolving so fast. Yes.
Yeah, there's textbooks right now or a subject that teaches you how to start a Facebook page, and I'm like, what? Yeah, but that's
never
how it
update
is.
the syllabus since 1995.
Yeah, but that's very interesting. Thank you so much for taking time off. I know you're a very busy person. Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
I
before
really
we go,
enjoy this place
any
here.
last words you want to say to everyone who watches this podcast or who follows you? Any parting words before we
Any
go?
parting words?
Yes.
Just be happy wherever you are. Okay, do not sacrifice your happiness for somebody else, not for your kids, not for your loved ones. Always take care of yourself first.
Oh,
I always believe in order to help others, we have to help ourselves first.
you have to be happy first. Yeah.
Yes, then
Yes.
spread more joy.
Wow.
Sila jangan turunkan komen babi on my videos.
All right. Thank you very much, AuntyHR, professional bimbo.
Yes.
Actually, how did you get that? Wait. Don't end yet. Why did you choose professional bimbo as your nickname?
It's a very boring story, professional bimbo. I never thought about it. I read it on a friend's blog.
Yeah.
She said she was a professional bimbo in her past life, according to a palm reader. I just thought the phrase professional bimbo was so funny. And when Instagram came out,
Yeah.
I just used it as a username. And all, in games, you play games, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
always
yeah,
have
yeah.
a cool pseudo.
Yeah.
So in all my games, I just put professional bimbo. It has no meaning. I just find it funny like that. Until, if you guys know Patrick Teo,
Yeah,
radio veteran,
Yep.
he asked me, what does it mean? When somebody like Patrick Teo asks you, it make you pause.
Yeah. Patrick Teo is like the voice of Malaysia. Yeah. He probably asked you, can you please explain to me professional bimbo?
What is it?
That low voice. Then how did you explain it to
Then
him?
I thought about it for a while. It makes a lot of sense that I'm being referred as a professional bimbo. From 9 to 6, I have a high fly job.
Yep.
Yeah.
But after 6, we are so brain fried during daytime. We just want to talk stupid and be happy.
Yeah.
But just because we talk stupid doesn't mean we are stupid.
Yeah.
The bimbo part will come out lah.
Yeah.
Hence professional bimbo. That is my best explanation.
But not really. But you have brought a brand to that term right now, professional bimbo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then you ask me how AuntyHR come about. I want to be clear. No women at my age will love to be called HR.
Auntie.
Be called auntie. Let alone telling myself auntie. This one is given by the followers, the fans.
Yeah, they keep asking it. Yeah.
When they see me in public, they will say that, oh, you are the auntie. They talk about HR, right?
Yeah.
Every single time. They might as well just take the ball and run with it, lah. AuntyHR.
True.
Yeah.
So auntie right now is my pronoun.
Oh my God. Oh, this is awesome. All right. Thank you very much, AuntyHR. Do you
Thank you
review
so
what
much.
your real name is in your...
Yes, I do. In LinkedIn, I am the only influencer that is active across 3 major platforms. You will have a lot in TikTok or Instagram because they sing. Very rare you see someone cross over LinkedIn.
Yeah,
Simling,
no.
cool Simling.
I want to say congratulations to what you've able to grow.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and of course, all the best. And I'm pretty sure we'll be working very closely with you
Yes.
also. Yeah. So, and I hope you guys have taken away something from today's conversation, especially
Yes.
if you're a business owner. I know. And for
Yes.
those of you looking for a higher salary, rewind and play back this and send this to
Yes.
your friends, or send this podcast to your boss.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much for listening, guys. We'll speak to you guys next time.